So I recently realized that I played Diablo 3 wrong. How about you guys? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Force, and today we are here to discuss Diablo 3 playstyles and how I'm doing it wrong and okay with it. So I've recently jumped back into Diablo 3. Just a few days ago, I actually put up a video talking about some of the improvements that have happened to the game since launch and how people think that it's come around. It's actually like a decent game at this point. Diablo 3 to me has always been a game that I've enjoyed playing, but I've always played in brief spurts. And I don't think that this revisit is any different, but I'm definitely starting to notice that I don't appear to be doing things correctly at all. So let me explain to you why I feel this is. Every single time I tune into a stream or watch a YouTube video since I've come back and been revisiting the game, every person is doing the exact same thing. And I'm talking about the top like 2 to 5 streamers on Twitch or some of the more popular YouTube videos that I've seen. They're all doing the exact same thing all the time. There's a full group of 4. They're all moving as fast as possible, blowing up big groups of elite camps, and then rinse and repeat. And you know, I'm not confused as to why this is happening. This makes perfect sense. They are trying to maximize the amount of gear that they get in the smallest amount of time. They want to get the most gear with the least amount of time put in so that they can, get better at moving faster, killing things more quickly, getting better gear, and etc., etc. It's a never-ending process, essentially. You bump up the difficulty levels, you keep doing this, and there's a whole bunch of new challenges with things like greater rifts and all that. I mean, it makes sense. I get why it's happening. But that is not at all how I've been playing the game. And I've sort of come to realize that even though I'm not doing what I should be doing, in quotes, what I should be doing to get the best gear as quickly as possible. Hell, I haven't even finished leveling to 70. That I'm still having fun. And so at the end of the day, even though I'm doing it wrong, I don't think it really matters. And I guess a lot of it comes down to sort of how you approach this game, right? I am definitely someone who approaches Diablo 3 incredibly casually. I mean, again, this is a game that I play once every few months for a couple of days. This is not a game that I play every day for multiple hours, not even remotely. Now, that's not to say that I don't enjoy Diablo 3 because, again, I am playing it right now and I'm having a great time. I mean, as it has been the case since launch, the gameplay itself in Diablo 3 is fantastic. It is so fun to blow things up, to run around, to smash things with your giant weapon or monster spells, whatever class you're playing, doesn't matter. Physical active playing Diablo 3 is the most fun in an action RPG that I've had in recent years. Again, we're not talking about the game systems, we're talking about the gameplay itself. And I played Torchlight and Torchlight 2, and I played Path of Exile, and I played a handful of other sort of indie action RPGs. The actual gameplay, the act of attacking enemies and moving around the environment is bar none the best in Diablo 3. So that is why, no matter what is going on with the game systems and the different options and difficulty levels and all of the things that have changed over the years since this game has been launched, in whatever state those systems are, just me hopping in and playing Diablo 3 is just always fun. And so I've sort of come to terms with the fact that, yeah, I'm not running around with this big group. I'm not getting gear as quickly as possible. I am doing things completely suboptimally, but frankly, I don't care. Because I'm playing this right now, I'm having fun for now. A couple days from now when I stop playing Diablo 3, it'll be no sweat off my back. I'm not too concerned, but it's still a fun experience. And that's sort of where I want to pass it over to you guys and ask you, how do you play Diablo 3? And how does that coincide with sort of your commitment to the game? So if you're a person who plays Diablo 3 every single day and like this is your game, then if you are someone who's running around as fast as possible, blowing up elite camps as quickly as possible, it makes sense because this is your game and what you want is to get that better gear. But I guess for me personally, the hook of wanting to acquire that better gear simply to bump the difficulty up one level and then do the same thing over again to get more gear to bump the difficulty up another level, that's never appealed to me in this style of game. And that's not how I approach Diablo 2 either. Diablo 2 is a game that I just played to enjoy the atmosphere and the combat, the gameplay, the characters, whatever. But that gear, it's not that the gear grind doesn't appeal to me, because it did in a game like World of Warcraft. I guess the difference in WoW is that gear grind led to me either being better at defeating other players in PvP, or having the opportunity to get into these endgame raids to see content that I otherwise wouldn't see. Whereas with a game like Diablo, I've seen acts 1 through 5. It's just bumping them up that next level it doesn't hook me. It has not hooked me personally. But I also get that that's a big reason why people play these games, and that's why all of these streamers that I watch are doing what they're doing, and why I have just not bothered to. It really, I think, comes down to how you approach the game, what you're looking to get out of it. I think that's going to determine your playstyle. But as you can see in the background, I pretty much just mosey along, and I'm okay with that. So how about you guys? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you play the game? How do you approach it? And how do you feel about people who approach it differently? Hopefully we're all accepting of different ideas and, you know, philosophies on gaming, but I know that that's not always the case. So the comments section should be fun to read either way. Thanks guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great gaming coverage coming up. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep watching and keep owning.